As a teenager, I'd always found this concept of finding the one believable. It still does, sometimes. But back then, it had such a profound impact on me that I tried all ways and means to find the love of my life. Now, as much as I am a man of philosophy and romance, I cannot pull myself away from statistics and analytics. And so, to find the one, I had to find the one. Let me explain. The concept of finding the one is a process. It's in the name. And love is a verb, not a noun. And so, you need to go out there and do the actions. Serve places and pick and choose people and talk to them and connect and feel and then fall in love. It's a process and no one told you that it's a long one. And so, I suited up, straightened my hair and went out to find the person with whom I would have a deep everlasting connection. A soulmate, the love of my life. My first few weeks went in vain. I tried establishing some common grounds and interests with girls I already knew, but it felt awkward and weird. Hey Tushar, did you do the English project ma'am gave last week? No. But enough about me. What about you? What are you like? I mean, deep inside, do you have a passion for something? Or like a dream to make this world a better place? So soon, I realized that I was chasing the wrong dreams with the wrong crowd. I had to align my space with the right kind of people. So I went to libraries, bookstores, theaters, joined art clubs and even dance groups just to meet my kind of people, and came back empty-hearted. The harder I tried, the tougher it got. But as the saying goes, when the going gets tough, the tough fall in love. And that's exactly what happened. Well, sort of. I considered that maybe the space was right, but I was still meeting the wrong kind of people. Almost all of them were chilled out, easygoing, friendly ladies who probably met strangers and had conversations with them on the daily, unlike me. Me, the not so chilled out, opposite of easygoing and introverted guy who hardly met any strangers. So I decided that I need to meet people who are more like me and less like the person I actually want to be. Luck struck on a lazy Sunday afternoon as I was skimming through some paintings in an art gallery and my shoulders clashed with a girl who was staring at a painting of Van Gogh. We smiled, stared at the painting for a while as I dreamt of a starry night. Then, I gathered up all the little courage I had and introduced myself. Pickup lines are overrated. Sometimes, all a girl needs is to be asked how the paintings during the Renaissance had a huge impact on the European culture. The connection was almost instantaneous, as though the whole world had conspired to make us meet. But little did I know that it was for something else. While she was a soft-spoken, always smiling, cute little girl with an IQ of a German scientist, I was the guy who tried impressing her with every little word and action I could find. I conditioned myself to love her the way I desired, even though it wasn't the way I actually felt. After all, if falling in love was a process, I had to put in some effort, right? But she didn't reciprocate the same way, and to be honest, I was relieved. It made me certain that I was chasing the wrong dream with the wrong girl. I backed out of my initial intention of making her the love of my life and decided to stick to a friendship which was so much more honest and beautiful. And it was one of the best decisions of my life. But the question still remained. Where is the one? And I went inside my shell and decided not to come out of it until I had my answers. It was a few years later when my education was replaced with a meaningless job and my empty classmates were replaced by empty co-workers did I find that an old friend of mine had met someone and was going to marry her in a few weeks. I decided to meet him and ask the question that had been bugging me for years. It's no mystery really. I actually just focused on myself, tried to be a good guy with simple pleasures and large dreams and worked on it. Meeting her was just an accident. I found that I really liked her and she found the same about me. Pretty much everything was mutual and natural. It's not like we don't fight or spend days where we hate the sight of each other, but we fight it together because we remind ourselves why we are together in the first place. I nodded, shook his hands, wished him luck with his marriage and walked away. It was then that I realized that finding the one isn't a process actually. It's a feeling. And you don't roam around searching. You make sure that you're worth being found. The rest will fall in its place on its own. But remember, love is still a verb and not a noun. You just don't find it, you fall for it.